Somehow, some way, we always end up in a conversation where people want to state that black men are the weakest, right? So you see the picture in front of you and you see what the person up top stated. They said there's nothing more beautiful than a white woman with a black woman's body, right? All a personal opinion. This is, just that person's view. And underneath, you had a guy that said straight black men are the weakest links in our community, and it shows. And I'm like, how did we get here? Because of one man's opinion on what it is that he basically views and sees and how he wanted to describe it, supernaturally, all straight black men are the weakest links in the black community. And I'm like, huh? Like how did you get to that whole point? I'm like, I'm a little bit confused. Wouldn't you just specifically say that black man is the weakest link instead of saying that straight black men, which is a generalization, which means that you are talking about the whole of black men? Wouldn't you just specifically just stick that to one person? But I guess maybe that's way too difficult when it deals with thinking for a lot of people. So then that brings us to some of the comments that other people said. Of course, everybody's going back and forth in the comment section. One person said, this is like saying there's nothing more beautiful than a black woman with a white woman's hair. Like, what does that even mean? Every black person is not shaped like that. Every race comes in all shapes and sizes. Another person said, a white woman with a black woman's body. Straight black men are so expletive rotten and brain dead. Another person said, I hope you don't have a black daughter. You are not positioned to make her feel beautiful or proud of herself. If you are a black man, you are a disgrace to all of the black women in your family. You're essentially saying you're not beautiful, worthy, or of value. Another person, this caption is filthy and very insulting to black women. Then turn around and wonder why black women have an ick towards black men. Shaking my head. Another person said, that's all they do. I don't know why people still support these black males. So again, you're looking at people describing the whole, right, when it deals with black men. Well, let me be more specific. They're talking about straight black men, right? They're only talking about heterosexual black men when it deals with the comment that one man on his one Twitter decided to make, right? And people decided to get up in arms and they wanted to respond back and forth. They wanted to throw jabs and whole bunch of gifs and emotes, all this other type of stuff, right? Just to argue, just to try to reason with the person, right? Just to try to prove their point, to get it across to the other individual to prove how wrong realistically he is. And again, all we simply see is a lot of people trying to state that black men are the weakest link, that black men are this, black men are that, black men are everything negative, right? And I'm like, again, how did we get here with all of the internet that we have directly out here, or some people want to say on Beyonce's internet or Taylor Swift's internet, right? How did we get here? When people can look up anything, they can research anything, they can find out anything that they need to find out in order to substantiate some type of a point. But yet again, here we are. So after some back and forth, some of which I can't really show up here, this person came back and said this: bye. Y'all are the ones, meaning straight black men. Y'all are the ones who are terrorizing us all. Best on women joining gangs and do bullish there. Be so for real. Now, I want to reiterate that you have women that join gangs because they want to join gangs. They're not joining gangs because they're afraid of straight men, because those same women who join gangs end up dating and having kids with the guys who are in those gangs. So you're not going to sit up here and tell me that they're, definitely afraid, or however it is that this person is trying to, paint this picture. And then on top of that, you want to make it seem as though that, straight black men are just out here just running them up, doing whatever it is that they want to sit up there and do, while everybody else is just minding their own business and living their lives. We're not going to play those games, because there's a multitude of avenues that people can push and take this conversation, which a lot of people did do in the comment section. But again, I'll leave that for everybody else to, in a sense, theorize and actually do. But this one conversation was a beautiful one, so I made sure to post this one here, right? This person said, your first mistake is that this man saying is from South Africa, not North America. So you can miss us with that piece. Secondly, what you said is just as stupid as what he said, shaking my head. You all are idiots. He came back and stated, both are still black. You stupid. See how people can't even just understand that you made a stupid comment. You didn't even decide to do any research. You just want to hop on something because you thought that you saw a black man and you just thought that, oh yeah, let me just jump on the bandwagon of hating black men. That'll be the best thing to sit up there and do, right? And the guy responded, he was like, well, dummy, you're talking about two different communities. And that's facts. And I want you to understand that the guy who wanted to make the hard stance that straight black men are the weakest link in the black community, after he was corrected, he never came back to this battle because he essentially lost. There's no way that he can come back because initially you went off of the rails and wanted to pocket the whole conversation as it being black American men that made this comment or just solely believe this. And somebody had to come through to actually correct you because you didn't want to correct yourself. You didn't want to do any research. You didn't want to look at anything. Matter of fact, let me help out. This is what it looks like when it takes very little research, a couple of thumb movements, and you can come directly to a person's page, right? And it clearly has a South African flag directly up there, right? Clearly, you can clearly tell that this person is African. Whenever you have African people online, they will always show pride in where it is that they are from because they will always have their flags. Always and forever. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just letting people know. And for a lot of people, if they want to come to me and sit up there and tell me that, oh, well, Africans and black people are, one and the same, they're both black people. No. Because I've had African people here out of the numerous stories that I've done over the years tell me that they are different from black Americans and that black Americans are different from them. So nobody's going to sit up there and try to tell me different when the source is sitting up there telling me that we are both separate. So I'm going to go with the source. If the source says that we are separate, we're separate. That is it. That is all. I don't need to know nothing else. I don't need to know nothing else. But like I said before, this is what it looks like, how stupid it is looking at both the others of the black men out there and the black women out there that want to specifically try to state that black American men made this post and automatically believe this to be factual. This is how easy it is to sit up there and just trick black people because black people don't want to read. Black people don't want to do any research. Black people don't want to look. Every black person here has a supercomputer in their hand. It doesn't take any amount of education to flip through or to make a couple of thumb movements to find out a little bit of information. But yet, here we are. It used to be at a point in time that people used to say if you wanted to hide information from black people, you would put it in a book. Well, now, if you want to hide information from black people, you just put it online out in the open. And black people will not search for it. Because look at what we have here. This dude is South African. And this one dude literally got black people in the comment section going back and forth with him, stating that he is black American. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is so stupid. And like I said before, this is what it looks like when people want to, believe any and everything negative about black men. This is what it looks like. It's that easy. It is that easy. But it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.